Welcome back to Personal Productivity Using Technology CS150 with Dr. X. So, we are continuing with Word Chapter 4 from the book Exploring series, Exploring Microsoft Office 2013. And the last part that we will review is how to add a table of contents and an index, how to add cross-references, and how to add captions. So far, we've looked at collaboration, cool features with Word, and bibliography, sources, and references. So, here we go. Can't wait to get started. Back to our tulips. And what I want to do is I want to be able to look at my simple markup, which is going to have some nice comments that can help me add some cool captions to the tulip pictures. So here's, well, this one doesn't have anything connected to it. Let's go to this one. So this one is called Beauty of Apeldoorn. So I can copy that because it's a long title for a tulip. As you can see, I have my picture tools over here and table tools because these tulips were inserted in a table. But no, I don't want to do that. I want to go to references and insert a caption and call this figure 1, and then yes, indeed, it's going to be a figure. And at this point, I can say figure 1 and Control V, Beauty of Apeldoorn, and click OK. And now I have a nice caption below this tulip. Similarly, I can insert caption to the black parrot. As you can see, it's connected. So insert caption. And you can insert all your captions over here. Click OK. Now here's the deal, okay? I forgot the first tulip, Pinky. So I've inserted all the captions, Candela, Plaisir, I've inserted all of these captions. And after all of this work, I realized that I forgot Pinky. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna have to change all these numbers that are here and to update the numbers and make Pinky number 1 because it's the first tulip that appears in my document? What am I gonna do? Well, let's see if Word is gonna take care of me. Oh my goodness. Automatically, Pinky becomes number 1 and all the numbers are updated. I love this feature of Word. It saves you so much work in case you forget something and you want to add it later and all these different things. So here we can have flower heads, deadheading, blah 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 blah. These are we can say the tulip and then have C figure and add a cross-reference. It's a numbered item, indeed, not a paragraph number. I don't want the paragraph number, I want a numbered item, and that is going to be one of my figures. Oh yay, there are my figures. So I want to insert a cross-reference to the figure, and I only want to have label and number. Insert. Close. So I didn't need that figure part. So now you see I inserted this very cool cross-reference, which if I hit Control and then click, gets me to Pinky. So that is the coolness factor of my cross-references. Cross-references and captions can be also added to tables in your document, diagrams. So anything that you'd like a nice caption to describe it, you can use these very nice cross references. So now I want to add a blank page between the cover page and the second page that's where my text starts. So of course I'm going to go to insert, blank page, and you see where I put the pointer? I put it right before origin. So what I want to do with this blank page is first I want to add a table of contents, and after that I'm going to add a table of figures. So adding a table of contents is as easy breezy. So table of contents here, I can use a nice template, so I can get rid of that and use an already existing template and insert an automatic table of contents with different so I can also have custom table of contents where I can change how deep my table of contents will be. Like I wanted to have 4 levels and click OK. So now there's not such deep 4 levels in my case, so I'm gonna undo this and just insert the nice template. But you can see that you can even modify and have your own custom table of contents. Now I also want to insert a table of figures, and here's my table of figures, and I'm going to insert these. I can even change the tab leader to little tabs, and here we go. Of course I need a title before that one, so let me add a nice little title. So table of figures, and there we go. As you can see, this is again a set of links that I control click and I can get me to my figures. Both the table of figures and the table of contents can be updated. That's a really nice feature. So let's say I'm adding another figure caption. La la la. Let's see. And then I can get updated my table of figures. So similarly, let's say I'm going to actually, here's what I need to do. I need at this point to update the table of contents, because I'm gonna take this table of figures just to show you how I can do this and push it to the next page. So now I need to update the table, and not the page numbers only, but the entire table. And here we go. I got a second part added. Very cool. So now let's look at something else. Let's look at an index of words. So let's say I want to mark a word, like the word bulb, because it appears a couple of times in my document, and I want to mark it for a keyword index. How am I going to do this? Of course, References tab, mark, entry. Mark the word bulb for all references that you can find this. I would also like to, let's say, mark the word tulips. Tulip. Mark entry, mark all. Mark, and then close. So you can see this additional text that is not going to be appearing if I unclick the toggle switch, because it's just text that shows me marked words that can be used in an index of words. So if I want to have my index here, let's say I add an index, and it's easy breezy to add the index because I just can insert index. I can even change it to classic. Whoops, and click OK. And here's my index, and I have multiple markings for tulips and only one marking for bulb because it only appears in my text once. So this is your way to add an index to your a keyword index. As you can see, it looks exactly as a keyword index because the B words are under B, the T words are under T, and you can mark even more words. So that's about it. Now again, if you want to update, you can go back and update your tables. But that's about it. Now we have a very nice scientific document where I've got captions, sources, footnotes, keyword indexes, all the cool stuff that make a scientific professional document. I can go ahead and print it, get rid of all the markup, accept all changes, and go ahead and be ready to print and publish. So that's about it for Word Chapter 4, and I will see you next time.